What's going on, YouTube? Today we're going to talk about how to pick a strop for a straight razor. We're going to go over the different types of leather. I've covered that in another video on how to choose leather. Today we're going to talk about horse, kangaroo. These are fairly well used. None of these are brand new by any means. Latigo, Bridle, and it might be hard to see the difference. Let's see if I can zoom in and show you the difference. There's a nick in this one. This is the Bridle. Latigo. You can see the Latigo has like a shinier, waxier look. Bridle is more of like a matte finish to it. Horsehide has a shiny, slick feel to it, but it's a stiffer. You could hear that squeak. That's the horsehide. It has a stiffer feel to it. It's not like real flexible. And then this is kangaroo. You can see kangaroo how thin it is. You can see like my finger impression in there. I mean, this is really strong, durable leather, but it's incredibly thin too. So we're just gonna give different. I'm gonna like do a sound test, I guess you can say, and like how the different leathers sound. And then I'll do like a feel with my hand to see if my hand versus the razor makes a different noise with it. I want to try to give as like a descriptive as possible video about the leather. Obviously you can't touch it, so I want to be able to describe it as best I can for you guys. So let's start with the horse leather. And this is going to be with a razor. Just have to move you guys real quick. Okay. Actually, first let's do the hand. So you can hear what that sounds like, and then let's compare it to kangaroo. There's a definite audible difference. You can hear the horse is much slicker. It's a faster, like more slippery surface. That's how it is with the razor too. The kangaroo has like this grippiness to it. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'll demonstrate with the razor and I think you'll get it. So that should be a good audible. And now I'm sure you can definitely hear the difference right there. So horse, it's quiet, and I'm going fast with it so that you can hear it. If I go slow, you won't hear it as well. You can hear the kangaroo kind of like grabs the steel a little bit more. And let's go with Bridle. So Bridle has a fairly fast draw, but it's a little bit grippier than, let's say, a horse. And lastly, let's do Latigo. Bridle. So the bridle is maybe a little bit louder, but the Latigo, which you're not going to be able to tell, but the Latigo grabs the razor more. It's a stickier feel to it than the Bridle. The Bridle, it like floats more, if that makes sense. But it definitely is more quiet on the Latigo. So that was just our little sound test with the razor, and I'll bring you guys back and we'll do more talking about the different leathers and feels of it in just a sec. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I had to grab another battery. It started to die. So let's do a hand feel on the Latigo and Bridle. So we'll go Latigo first. And then Bridle. Again, this is like a coarser sound to the leather, but if you can feel it, it's actually really supple. It's just the way that it sounds. It's kind of hard to explain. The Latigo is quieter, but it grabs me. Like there's more friction over the Bridle. The Bridle is slippery like horse leather is. Latigo has like a waxier and more frictiony feel. Actually, kind of similar to Kangaroo. Kangaroo is really soft and supple leather, but it has like this friction to it that it feels like sticky, like it's grabbing whatever is on it. Horse is just slippery, supple, quiet, but it's actually stiff. And when I say supple, I don't mean like soft, like, you know, you can twist it and bend it and stuff. I mean the softness that the top grain has of this leather. It's actually, it's the way that the leather fibers are. Like Kangaroo is really soft, but it has more of like you can feel the leather more. Horse is fast and slippery, and you can't really feel the leather. It's like a much more smooth feel to it, like glass. Whereas Kangaroo is more like cement, in that you can feel like the little bumps in each little rock, so to speak, but it's smooth like velvet, if that makes sense. The camera might actually be able to pick up, let's see, the like there's, the Kangaroo has like these little pits to it, which hold on one sec. It's not a quality thing with the leather. It's just how the animal's skin is. So there you can see there's like little dimples, like right here in the Kangaroo leather. And it's not, again, it's not a quality issue. It's just how the leather is. Whereas like horse, you don't see those as many imperfections. It's more of like a glass smooth. You know, you can see like little like stains that might be in the leather, little like bite marks and stuff that the animal had. The reason that I have this strop is it had a little water stain right here, so I couldn't sell it, obviously. So yeah, this video, I just wanted to give you guys you know, a rundown on how the different leathers feel. And actually, while we're here, let's do a quick rundown on how the linens feel. So this is just cotton, a cotton linen that I put with my leather strops. And this is what it sounds like with a straight razor. And I'm kind of exaggerating the sound. It's soft. This is one that I had. This is 100,000 grit iron oxide, and then 50,000 grit chromium oxide from Maggot razors. This is fire hose. This is one of the two that I offer. I don't have much of this left. This is the rougher of the two. The other one I have is a red, white, and blue looking one. I'll show you what that sounds like in just a minute. So you can definitely tell the difference between that and cotton fire hose. Okay, and then last, we'll grab the red, white, and blue fire hose. This is, I put it in between the two leathers. This is, again, the red, white, and blue. And this is a softer feel. You can probably actually tell it's a softer feel than this. This has, it's like a thicker, a little bit coarser feel. This is a little bit, it almost feels like it's thinner, but it's just the way that the fabric is that it's a little bit less coarse on this. And these fire hoses, what I would use after I hone, I would do about 10 passes with the fire hose. Then I'd go to cotton and go about 25, and a lap is 1, 2. So I do about 10 laps with the fire hose, 25 with the cotton linen, and then I'd go to, usually I start with either Bridle or Latigo, go about 25 to 50 depending, take a look at the edge, then do Kangaroo, 25 to 50, and I like to finish with horse personally. Some people like to go horse and then Kangaroo, but that's just, you know, it's what you like out of your edge. Kangaroo will finish an edge just fine, but my horse leather is a little bit finer, I think, but that just could be, you know, the piece of horse leather that I had. It has that glassy feel. It just could be my opinion, but both will finish just as nicely. And then this is the other fire hose. There you can hear the difference. It has a faster draw. This fire hose, the red, white, and blue one. Alright, and you can also use the back sides of the leather. So this, for instance, is the bridle. It's the back side of the bridle. And then this is the front side of the bridle. You can use like the back or the suede side for oh, excuse my shave stuff. I have some of my shaving cream and brushes out and stuff, but you can use the back side or the suede side for the edge if you want to like clean up a burr, or not a burr, but if there's like little fragments of a burr on the edge, any like little almost like hairs sticking off, the linen should take it off. But in between going from linen to leather, if you want, you can go to the back side or the suede side of the strop and use that to clean it off. It can be like a good segue between canvas and top grain leather, or the finished side of your strop. That way, if there is like a little metal fragment or something, you won't get it stuck in the top grain of the leather and potentially, like scratch your strop and stuff. So, all right, this is Mike with iHeart Knives. Again, just want to do a rundown of the different straight razor strop leathers and what they sound like, what they feel like to me, just to give you guys a little bit of a window in straight razors. I know a lot of knife guys that started out with straight razors like I did, and then went into pocket knives. Like Anthony Esposito actually is a pretty big fan of pocket knives. He watches Super Steel Steve. He's a really good straight razor enthusiast. He's been in the game for a long time. He does videos on YouTube, so I'd definitely go check Anthony Esposito out. He does a lot of shave videos, but he also talks about like razors and stuff too. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.